Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Stephen Hattie, co-owner and broker at GoDominicanLife.com right here in beautiful Las Terrenas, standing on the beach, a 4.5 minute walk from the project we're going to tell you about. We're going to give you an update. We've given you lots of updates. I'll give you a little more explanation on that, and we're going to do like a at least three-part update. So project is Vibe, 4.5 minute walk from right here on the beach and everything in town, all very central, very close to this beautiful project that we're proud to be presenting to you here. For those of you who don't know it, for those of you who do, here's the update. So, lots going on. Construction is in full swing. We're getting ready to pour the 3rd floor. And what we did, we just passed inspection there. So we're gonna go there, we're gonna show you what's going on, what they did, what they checked for inspection, what it looks like before the concrete's poured. And also we can show you down on the 1st floor. Now they're starting to put the stucco or the finishings on the wall inside. So I can't wait till that's done and we can get a skim of white paint on there. It's gonna look absolutely beautiful. So again, 3-bedroom townhouses with private pool at an unbeatable price. Let's go see them. Hey guys, so here we are right on site, back to the project itself. Vibe right here behind me. What we're seeing here is what I told you is they're starting on the finishing, the stucco work. And this is not the typical what you see in most builds where it's a rough like concrete and you see the sand and the finishings on the wall. This product here that's being used is going to be finished as smooth as drywall. It will be absolutely beautiful. And here's the master at work here. He's the guy who knows what he's doing. They're putting the first coat on now. Once all that base coat is on, then they put a fine skim coat and they'll sand down imperfections and it is going to be absolutely beautiful. So beyond that, everything's going on. These ones are actually more advanced. What we have here is we just received a flatbed truckload, a transport truckload of concrete bags. There are hundreds and hundreds of concrete bags here. And that's for the pour on the 3rd floor here. Next is coming aggregates, sand, crushed stone, which will be all mixed with this when the floor is poured. Plus there's another full truckload that will be placed over there, near the first ones over there. So all can be done, all is spread out evenly, and everything can be done nicely, as easily as possible, but this is hard work. So what I want to do now, we're going to climb up to the top and I'm going to show you what's been ready for the prep of the pour. All the rebar and everything that's going on. Let's go up there and let's have a look at that. So here we are up on what will be the 3rd floor. As you can see, this is there's a lot of rebar here. There's a reinforced rebar grid that is extremely sturdy. And so we just passed inspection. What had to be done is, according to the engineering plans, the structural plans, inspectors come and they make sure that what they're seeing here physically matches what was submitted for plans. And I mean, obviously this is very important stuff. If you look at the size of this rebar, the grid is a little bit smaller, but it's double and triple. There's so much of it. And then these, for the structural columns, this is big, heavy duty stuff. So this is well built, well put together. Again, down here, big heavy duty rebar in the cross pieces. And then what you see here, what they do, this is all the conduit and the fixtures for what will be the lighting from the ceiling of the 2nd floor. You know, this is all going to be poured and covered over, and they fill this with sand so the concrete doesn't go into that, because that's going to be the receptacle for the light from below. So after everything is poured and they take off this concrete or this plywood, it's just going to be the concrete, but where the sand is, that all falls out and then it just leaves that empty receptacle. It's a genius little system they have and it works great. So that's what you're seeing all here, all the electrical conduit. Here's all the plumbing tubing you see all over as well. And they're just doing the finishing touches with the plumbing and the electrical before this concrete pour will happen. So lots going on. It's very, very labor intensive. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of details. And at the same time they pour this floor, they also pour those stairs that we just came up on, which if you want to show right over here, let me show you right here. I'll show you myself. So everything is ready. These will all be poured as well, at the same time as this top floor. All down there. And everything gets done together. Everything's tied in together. And it's an absolutely solid structure when it's all said and done. So that's what we wanted to show you up here. And now the next part of this video will be the day of the actual pour, where you'll see all the goings on and the elevators lifting the concrete up here. Those big pours like this, those are the toughest days of this entire structural build. So that's where we're going to be next time. Can't wait to see you then. That'll be a couple days away. Hey everybody, welcome back to part number 2 of this update video of what's going on Vibe with the 3rd floor pour. So today is a drink lots of water day, wear a hat, sunglasses. The sun is out, it's super bright, and you got to respect these guys working here. It is incredible what they can do in these hot conditions. Incredible. So what we're going to show you, let's walk through this way, follow me. Since the other day when we gave you the tour up on top, we started at the beach showing it was only 4.5 minutes walk from this, huh? Remember that? That's fantastic. So after that, in the next day, they brought all this sand, all the crushed stone, which is all mixed together with the concrete. And these concrete bags are what are under the gray tarps here. And they got to keep that covered in case it rains. Because if it rains on that and it's not covered, the concrete bags become concrete blocks. And that's not a good thing. So lots of truckloads of material, aggregates as they call them, crushed stone, sand, and all this concrete coming in on flatbed trucks full, and dump trucks full of the sand and crushed stones. So as you see, everything's going. We have 2 mixers, 2 elevators to lift it up, and then wheelbarrow by wheelbarrow, they're dumping that in. It needs lots of water, which is supplied here. We have the swimming pools in the back that we actually fill up with water to be sure we don't run out in case there's an issue with the incoming water from the town water system. So lots of water involved in this as well. So there's backup plans for everything. And the guys are just working, doing their best. It's almost noon, so we're at like the hottest part of the day. They've been going for hours already. And amazing how they can do it. So we're gonna just show you a little bit around here, and then we're gonna climb up on top and show you the actual pour. Hey, so here we are up on the 3rd floor, where I was showing you in the first video that everything was prepped and ready to go. And now what's happening behind me, they are going. So 2 machines, 2 mixers, many wheelbarrows, many men working hard. Batches are mixed down on the main floor, on the main level. They hoist them up, they're poured into the wheelbarrows, and they're brought into where they need to go, section by section by section. And at the end of the day, they'll be right up to actually where I'm standing right here. This is what they do today, and then that's what they do tomorrow. And this is hard work. Hot sun, there's no shelter up here. We got the boss here overlooking everything. She's not very big, but we call her the hammer. She makes sure things get done and get done right. So overseeing everything. And just wanted to show you, we've seen you, if you haven't seen this before, those of you who have, you've seen it's the same thing over and over each level. And that's what it is. A lot of work, a lot of people, a lot of material, and one long day, and it'll get done. There you go. Hey, so on pouring day, the rest of the work doesn't stop. We just want to show you we're standing here on the ground level. Here is where the machines are. It's very loud here, and the guys are mixing the concrete. But in here, what's happening, you can't see this a lot right now. This is a stucco. Like I said, this is a smooth finish like drywall, not just a rough concrete finish like most builds here. So this is going to be beautiful. You're really going to notice it when they sand it and put the first primer coat of white paint. But these guys are here today doing their thing. Even though we're pouring, these guys are getting everything ready. Good job. Nice stuff. Just wanted to show you that as well. All right? See you next time on the top when we're walking on top of the pour that they're doing today. Hey, so here we are standing on top of what is now solid concrete after the huge work that these guys did the last couple days. It was done in 2 pours, half and then half the next day, and they just finished yesterday. We can already walk on it. They're already preparing to get everything done to have this last story built, preparing the rebar on these columns that you see here. And I want to show you right behind me on the other side what I was looking at. This is one of the concrete mixers and elevators to lift the concrete, and now they're using it to hoist the sand for when they're prepared, for when they're going to have it all up here to lay all the concrete blocks so they can mix the mortar with this. They're having all the sand positioned proper areas so it's not so hard doing it by hand before they take down these machines. So that's what you see here. Also, it's a little bit wet on the roof. This has to be watered down after it's poured to, I don't know exactly how to proper terms, technical terms, but so it cures properly and doesn't crack, it needs to be watered and wet a little bit. And it also rained here lightly earlier, so I think that helped as well. But all is going good. Wanted you to see this kind of step by step of what's involved and how it goes and how quick you can actually be up here and on it. So don't forget to check if you're new to Vibe. Look, I challenge you, have a look at the link below this video that goes to our website with all the details, number one. Then I'll challenge you to find a better value for your dollar here in Las Terrenas. This is an awesome project that we're so happy to have and to offer to you. And we can't wait for you to call us and then show it to you in person right here where it is and everything that's happening. It's very exciting. Everything's going well. We're up on the 3rd floor now, so things are going good. As always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can keep seeing the updates, the new videos, the progress. And there's only a couple of these 3-bedroom units left. So don't hesitate. We want to hear from you and we want to bring you here in person. All right? Bye for now.